For over a decade, I haven't seen a car payment deduction from my bank account. Imagine the financial freedom that brings. This isn't about deprivation, it's about strategic wealth accumulation, a principle often overlooked by mainstream consumerism. The average new car payment in the U.S. now exceeds $700 per month. Over 5 years, that's over $42,000 flushed away, not including insurance, gas, and maintenance. This is a silent killer of financial independence. What if that $700 wasn't going to a dealership, but into a low-cost S&P 500 index fund? Historically, that could yield an average of 10% annually. The missed opportunity is staggering, a true cost of convenience. Compounded over 5 years, that $42,000 invested could easily become $50,000 or more without you lifting a finger. That's a solid down payment on a house, or a significant boost to your retirement savings and future. Over a working lifetime, consistently diverting those payments into investments could fund a significant portion of your retirement. It's the difference between working an extra 5 years or retiring early with dignity and financial peace. We often hear about good debt for education or a mortgage, but car loans are typically bad debt. They finance a depreciating asset, offering no return and only liabilities. Understand this distinction clearly for your financial health. Society pushes the narrative of a new car every few years, equating it with success. But true financial success isn't about shiny objects. It's about building a robust balance sheet, silently and strategically, like a venture capitalist. A new car loses 20–30% of its value the moment you drive it off the lot. Within 5 years, it could be down 60%. This isn't an asset, it's a rapidly diminishing liability you're financing at interest. A poor investment. Unlike a student loan that might increase earning potential, or a mortgage building equity, a car loan offers only transportation. It's a pure expense, often consuming a disproportionate slice of your income, a silent wealth destroyer. Imagine the freedom of not having that recurring monthly bill. That extra cash flow can be directed towards investments, a passion project, or simply peace of mind. That's the real value proposition, the core of financial independence. Beyond the dollars, there's the mental burden. The stress of making that payment, worrying about breakdowns, or feeling trapped by debt. Eliminating it frees up significant mental bandwidth for higher pursuits and genuine productivity. American consumer debt, excluding mortgages, sits at over $5 trillion, with auto loans a significant contributor. This isn't just a personal issue, it's a systemic drain on household wealth nationwide, impacting millions. In an economy where every dollar counts, strategically avoiding car payments gives you an immediate competitive edge. It's capital that works for you, not against you, from day one. This is how real wealth is built, not displayed. So, if the mainstream path of constant car payments is a wealth trap, what's the alternative? How can you maintain reliable transportation without sacrificing your financial future? The answer lies in smart choices, not just different ones. I'll show you how I've navigated this for a decade, and specific strategies you can implement today to reclaim that $700 plus every month. It's simpler than you think, and profoundly impactful for your financial journey. The first step to reclaiming that $700 plus isn't about finding a new income stream. It's about a fundamental shift to understanding the true cost of consumer debt, especially for depreciating assets like cars. That $700 car payment isn't just a monthly expense. It's an opportunity cost. Over 5 years, that's $42,000 that could have been invested, growing your wealth instead of diminishing it. Consider this: consistently investing $700 a monthly into an S&P 500 index fund, averaging 10% annual returns, could yield over $100,000 in just 8 years. That's financial freedom, not just transportation. The strategy is simple yet powerful. Pay yourself first. Automate that $700 directly into an investment account, making it non-negotiable, just like a car payment. Out of sight, out of mind. This isn't about deprivation, it's about a strategic mental reframing. Shifting from the consumer mindset of what can I buy now to the investor mindset of what future wealth can I build. This reframing unlocks the true power of compound interest. A dollar saved and invested today is far more valuable than a dollar saved tomorrow. Einstein called it the eighth wonder of the world for a reason. This leads us to differentiate between good debt and bad debt. Mortgage, student loans for career growth, often good. Car loans, almost always bad, as the asset loses value immediately. Before you even think about investing, build a robust emergency fund. 6 months of living expenses in a high-yield savings account provides a critical safety net, preventing you from selling investments at a loss. While a car is a necessity, for many view it as a tool, not an investment. Its value plummets the moment you drive it off the lot, unlike appreciating assets like real estate or well-chosen stocks. The practical solution is often simple: buy used cars, pay cash whenever possible, and drive them until the wheels fall off. The goal isn't flash, it's financial longevity and freedom. For those pursuing the FIRE movement, eliminating car payments is a massive accelerator. It frees up capital that directly contributes to your investment portfolio, shaving years off your working life. This boils down to delayed gratification. The immediate pleasure of a new car is fleeting, but the long-term satisfaction of financial security and wealth accumulation is profoundly rewarding. I've seen tech workers in Silicon Valley earning 6 figures, still trapped by car payments. Yet others, with modest incomes, achieve financial independence years earlier by making smart choices like this. This is part of a larger financial ecosystem. It begins with meticulous budgeting, tracking every dollar, and understanding where your money truly goes. Knowledge is power, especially with your finances. That $700, consistently invested, doesn't just fund your retirement, it creates a legacy, a foundation for your children's future, free from the same financial traps. Beyond generational wealth, this mindset shift fundamentally redefines your relationship with money. It's moving from a consumer debt cycle, where you're always paying interest, to an investor growth cycle, where your money works for you. This isn't about deprivation, it's about strategic allocation. That $700, once a liability, becomes a powerful asset. Over a decade, consistent S&P 500 index fund investments could turn that into over $120,000, compounding exponentially. This freedom from car payments, this accumulation of capital, grants you invaluable optionality. It's the power to pursue a passion project, reduce work hours, or simply have peace of mind during market downturns. Unlike those trapped in the next loan cycle. This journey starts with a single decision: to break free from the cycle of predictable payments and redirect that capital towards your future. It's not about being car-less, but about being debt-free and financially empowered. The choice is yours, starting today.